Kia ora guys, Bird here. Welcome to episode 37 of Thaumcraft for Addons. I've been to the end since the last episode, and now we have the dragon egg sitting here on our sort of little trophy area that's here just kind of plopped in the research island here for our previous wands that we've been using throughout the series. We've got the first guy right here, then we've got the golden one. Kind of cool. We've got all Thaumian ones over here. Then there's all Optimus Prime, the primal stuff that we were using for a while, and yeah, that guy is here now. I haven't really found a decent place to put it yet. I don't know, I might need to make some sort of separate trophy island in the future, because now our trophy area is full, and who knows, we may even be putting Bumblebee in here at some point, as well as Wand of Gods, that's over on the workbench at the moment. But yeah, we need a proper place for that. You know, just kind of plopped on the end of our wand area is not very good. Another thing that I've also done is, let's go ahead and open that up so we can show you. I've also put some runic shielding on my armor here. I've got +3 on these guys. Pretty much all of these. Yeah, I put runic shielding on everything here, so that increases our runic shielding by 12. I'm not sure what the total is now. Might have to do some quick maths here. So that's 8 plus 7 is 15. Plus 5 is 20, so that's 20 like that. So now we have 32, so that's a pretty big boost, over 50% more runic shielding now, which is pretty cool. And by the way, I was mentioning when I actually made this guy a few episodes back, I was wondering whether or not you could put runic shielding +6 on there. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the Thaumonomicon. It's underneath the Artifice tab, the whole runic shielding augmentation thing, because it only shows you the up to +5. It doesn't show anything past that. So I went ahead, and when I was doing all of the Essentia for these guys, I just quickly booted up all of the Essentia to see if it could make a +6, and it turns out that it actually can. You can get an extra level of shielding +6 on here, so I'm guessing in theory you can actually basically put as much runic shielding on there as you want, really. You know, +10, +20, +30. The possibilities are pretty much endless, because if you think about it, or I guess there is a technical limit, I suppose, because the Infusion Altar can only pull items off of pedestals from so far away. But in terms of the Essentia, you could basically just have a massive bank of Essentia back here that you pipe in with Essentia pumps into jars that are in range of the runic matrix, and then yeah, they can basically pull all the stuff in here. So I'm not sure how many pedestals you can actually have in range of this guy. You could probably have up to like, you know, probably like +200, maybe even more than that. A lot. You could have a lot of runic shielding, and then you could become like ultimate tank god. But of course, a +200 runic shielding would cost you probably millions of Essentia if anyone wants to do the maths on that. But yeah, so we've got +3 on there. So I guess that in theory, the next things that we need to runic shielderize to efficiently increase our runic shielding now would be another level on all of those. And then the next thing to runic shield would be these two guys, and then all of these things would be +5. No, you need to do those up to +5, yeah. So then all of those would be +5, so then you'd have all those, and then that'd all be the same, and then that would cost a heck of a lot of Essentia. It's probably not something that I'm going to get to do too much, because the only real thing that you can actually burn down to get a decent amount of Tuhljin, sorry. Where is that? Tuhljin over here. Yeah, the only real thing that's a common resource would be leather right there. Everything else is kind of, you know, zombie armor or potions. Or, yeah, there are a few potions here and there, wand foci, but nothing really that you want to burn down, like horse armor. Anyway, today what we're going to be doing is taking a little bit of a break from the Inventarium. That's what we started last time. That's here under the Automagy tab. There's a whole sort of little area to do with the Inventarium, and we discovered that there's actually a heck of a lot of stuff involved here. And you guys have suggested that we actually go ahead and take a look at a guide before we craft this up, which I think is a fairly good idea, actually. That's something that I want to do, just to kind of learn how to build this thing in my own time. You guys are probably expecting me to continue building this thing today. I'm just not feeling it, honestly, to continue building this. So I just want to go ahead and do some other stuff that I might be a little bit more interested in. And if you saw inside my the little dude, the bottomless pouch, I've sort of got a little bit set up here with the Alchemical Boiler. So let's just go ahead and recap what the Alchemical Boiler is by reading this up. It's basically the same as your old alchemical furnace, Instead of burning down items, though, it burns down liquids, and I think it actually saves the bucket as well if you use buckets. So what I want to do is set up a system where I have a couple of golems here. I've got a couple of golems all set up. Well, almost all set up. I just need to get the animation cores set up for these dudes, and then we should be all good to go with that. So I'm going to go ahead and craft a couple of use cores. Let's just quickly take a look at the recipe for that. It's a vanilla recipe. Should be somewhere over here. Here it is. It's a little bit complicated from what I remember. Yeah, we should have all of that stuff unlocked though. So I'll go ahead and make a few of these, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. The last of the Essentia is going in to make the second use core here. I saw in the comments of one of my older videos sort of a conversation that started up, is whether or not I scanned the bed, and I honestly couldn't remember. And it turns out that I have, because apparently the bed has something to do, I think one of these add-ons adds some aspects, and one of the things that gets aspects added to is the bed. And I've already gone ahead and scanned it, so if there are any aspects added, I'm not sure if I'll discover them right off the bat, or whether or not we're just kind of locked out of like earning those aspects, or what, I don't know. Anyway, that's our 2 use cores. I also have this third golem here. I think that we'll need, I'm not 100% sure, but we've got a spare golem just in case that I had lying around in a chest. Where can I put this down just to test it out and mess around with it and whatnot? We've got a lot of space down here that I'm not using right now, so I guess this is as good a place as any. Sure, right here, why not? I've seen monsters spawn here before, so this must be completely safe, right? Let's go ahead and bonk down a few extra torches. Okay, that's probably, that's plenty light. Hello, Project Big Node. Right, so we need to get our stuff out of the pouch. That'd be a good idea. And get this guy down. Now, the Alchemical Boiler, I actually had a bit of a look inside the guy's UI a bit earlier. And yeah, they actually does have a fairly nice UI, very custom, I think. This is the work of Tuhljin, which reminds me, go ahead and press that. It looks like a new version of Automagy has been added as well. Or, not added, like, it's out now, so yeah, we're going to go ahead and have to install that. It's always nice to play mods that are constantly being worked on by their creators. I guess Addons is working on Thaumcraft 5 at the moment, so he's kind of excused from that a little bit. Anyway, so I've got this guy right here, and I'm guessing that this right here is going to be pretty similar to what the alchemical furnace is, and that this is the slot where the fuel goes. So let's see if we can just quickly hunt down some alumentum to steal out of something. I think I filled this up recently. I'm pretty sure I filled it up recently, but okay, apparently not. It's getting a little low on alumentum. I have been burning down a lot of stuff in there to get a lot of potentia for the runic shielding. Anyway, go ahead and plop that in there. That's all fine and dandy. Now let's get my bucket of water. I guess what I need to do quickly is make a infinite spring. Let's just do that relatively close by. Just right here is fairly good. There we go, just so that it's a bit easier to test. There we go. Oh, okay, so you can just right-click on it, and that just goes ahead and pops it in like that. And that puts that right there. We're going to need some arcane alembics as well. I forgot about that. It's just like a normal alchemical furnace, except that it deals with liquids. I do have a bunch of spare alembics now, thanks to getting the advanced alchemical furnace all set up. I wonder if there's an advanced version of this guy, the Advanced Alchemical Boiler. That'd be kind of cool. Let's go ahead and put that on. Let's put in the aqua in there. Right, so I think that was only one aspect. Like, if you take a look at this, you hold shift, you get 8 metallum and 1 aquos in a bucket, and then here, the only difference is 4 extra aqua, and I think that's what's happened here. Yeah, so it's it gave me the bucket back, it used up the water. I think, is that like the tank that it goes in? Probably. Water goes in there, or whatever liquid you want. Gets processed, and does that. Let's see if we can, like, click it really quick. Okay, there's the water. 1,000 millibuckets, okay, because that's what our bucket has. It's kind of something that becomes a little bit more important with the tech mods. Puts it up there, so it pretty much works exactly the same. Okay, so that's basically a free aqua for you. If you need some aqua for some sort of system, there it is. Let's get a little farm set up, or a little system set up here. I wonder if we can get this guy down. So if I just put him here, no. That's not going to work. Where's my torture rod? Let's get that out, seeing as we're working with these dudes. I think what I need to do is set you on here like that. And let's get a use core. Okay, that sort of works. And then let's get this guy back out. What do? Left click? No, you right click, I think. It's been a while since I used this thing. Okay, or do you just right click with no tool? There we go. So I want you to right click with, take a bucket, use this item on a block. Okay, where are you going to get your bucket from though? Okay, item on a block or on an empty location. Okay, so he's set up like that. Now if I change that, no. If I put that here, will that work? I think so. But he has to get the bucket out of somewhere though, doesn't he? Yeah, that's true. Then how does that get in there? Not sure. Maybe what we need is a chest right here. Do I have any spare chests around? I'm kind of glad that I'm actually working this stuff out here, so that we can perhaps use this guy in future. Let's just get some normal chests. We're only going to need one, but let's bring the whole stack just in case. Go ahead and put that down. So I think what we need to do is put you out right there. Don't be linked to that, please. I'll put you here. Right, so that's that, and now he's set up with the bucket to do that. If I go ahead and put a bucket in here, he will take the bucket and... It looks like he's right-clicking on there, but it's not filling up the bucket. Okay. Maybe he can't do that. He is trying. What about here, here, or here? Perhaps if we take care of those? No. Maybe if we, like, make it so that he can go down one block? Maybe that's the issue here, I'm not sure. What's going on there, guy? Okay, let's... So what one are you focused on at the moment? One of these. We'll do this one over here. So if I do that, what are you going to try and do? I've turned off the water animations, by the way, just to try and save a bit of lag here. Okay, he's not going to jump down. He's just going to get stuck in the current. Okay. And he's going to try and jump out of it if possible, by the looks too. I'm kind of a bit stumped as to why that's not working. Maybe we need something a little bit different. I believe Automagy adds something else as well that we might be able to use here. Let's go ahead and just get you back. Let's turn that off, and he's going to return to his home location. I won't put it back, you nice tidy little Kiwi, you. Yeah, there's something that Automagy adds here. Oh no, it's actually Thaumic Tinkerer now that I think about it. It's over here. Yeah, this guy right here, the Dynamism tablet. Sort of does a right click on most things. I'm going to go ahead and try and craft one of these. Takes 2 gold ingots, 3 iron, and a golem animation core, as well as some aspects. Okay, let's go ahead and try and craft one of those. Well, let's go ahead and do it on camera. Why not? Let's see. Let's get some Netor out, and I've moved my bricks over to here. I'm kind of trying to start to use this area for storage now a little bit more as well. If I get any spare golem stuff, I can go ahead and put it in that chest, is basically what it's for. So we need to actually craft that with our crafting focus. Let's get this, and some iron, and gold as well. So 2 of that and 3, so we need one of those. Break it down! Everybody break it down! Huh! What? Put those there. Get those 2, and that is that crafted up now. Let's go ahead and scan it. The Dynamism tablet. This is going to be pretty cool, I think. What do you got to say? Alright, cool. A bit of lucrum in there. I guess that's due to the gold, but everything else kind of slightly surprising, I think. A bit of terror in there. Not sure if I know where that's from. The ire. It's all kind of crazy. I guess that comes out of one of these, actually. The animation core. Okay, so we've got ourselves a Dynamism tablet now. How exactly do I use this thing? It's been a while since I read this. Using the left and right buttons in the tablet's interface. Okay, give me animated. Okay, so I guess we just have to try and bonk it down first. Now we probably have to make it flush with the water. So in other words, let's break one of these and put it down. Okay, now it's pointing this way. I think the way that works is that this little circle that's on the dial here, kind of a cool animated dial right there, by the way. Yeah, that needs to face into the water here. So it looks like we're going to have to place this around the other way. It's kind of a bit of a hit and miss when it comes to these mods or items in the game, like what way they go. Like, I think things in vanilla Thaumcraft, their head is the way you face. So I think that, no, well, I guess that way's technically their head, so whatever. It's like with repeaters. You put down a repeater and it faces that way. At least I think so. Anyway, that's set up now. If I just go ahead and right-click, then okay, we get a little bit of a UI here. You can actually redstone control that. That's cool. So you can get it to left-click or right-click on the item or block. And I guess you just need to put a bucket in here like that, and that is good to go. Yeah, there we go. Or not. What's happening? It's right-clicking, but it's not making a bucket of water. Man, this is really bizarre. It's kind of messing up my day here, game. I was hoping that that was going to work. Is there any other buckets around? Maybe I'm doing it wrong somehow. I'm not sure. Go on. Left click. Oh, hello. What the heck? What the heck? What is going on here? I'm not sure if the water was like that texture before. Oh my gosh. That's so groovy. I'm playing on fast graphics here as well. Maybe there's something affecting it here in the options. Having Optifine on, kind of messing stuff up. I think we need to go to animations. Perhaps if I crank everything up. I think I hit everything on off, or most things on off. Okay, that's yeah. That's kind of worked. Way to go. Okay, did that just eat my bucket? No. Okay, thank goodness. What is going on here? Redstone control, right click. Do I have any? Let's get a lever. Maybe the redstone control will make everything better. Maybe it'll make everything better. I'm just gonna have to put this video out and find out what the heck I'm doing wrong, I guess, aren't I? I don't know. In my mind, even the golem in my mind should have worked. Perhaps there's something wrong with this particular patch of water. Yeah, who knows? Glitchy Minecraft is glitchier. Okay. So it only works on a pulse. Okay. Okay. That's interesting. And then it's just gonna bonk away. Bonk away. Bonk away. It's like it's waving to me. Hello, I'm not going to do what you want. Yeah, right. Dang it. I was hoping to be able to set up just a little bit of a farm here, just to get a little bit of aqua going, just to be like, yeah, this is something cool that could happen. Also, it's not showing this way, even with all of the animations on. What about details? So, the 3D items, what is that in the world? I think that's actually here under animation. Anyway, that's kind of a bummer. Perhaps we should finish the episode off with something a little bit more successful, I guess. Let's have a quick look on the Thaumic and see if there's anything under Automagy that we can quickly finish off by researching. What do we got here? What about this? The Hungry Maw. All mouth and no stomach. We're going to need some scribing tools and paper for that. If in doubt, research. That's generally how it works with Thaumcraft. Oh my goodness. Okay. Inventory's a mess. That's alright. That's something I can sort out off camera. Get our scribing tools and paper out. More paper! Alright, get that research note. So it's kind of a deep red right there. Hungry Maw. If I had to guess, that's going to be some farm hares. Let's have a look. But sure enough, there it is, as well as some Markwals, Tenebrae, and Perimultatio. I'm getting pretty good at guessing these aspects, which is fairly sweet. And I'm actually kind of surprised it took me this long to realize that the colour sort of corresponded to one of the aspects that you research. Okay, so how are we going to get started with this? Most of these appear to be kind of the darkest side of the tree, so perhaps going the Periditio route right here would be a fairly good idea. Then we can sort of use that as a main linking aspect. Okay, and that's got Markwals and that guy, the other one. So I think what I'm going to do is throw Periditio right here, actually. Then what I can do is go looks like so. And then Ignis and Jolum. I connect those two because we can't use Markwals because it's right there. Unfortunately, that's going to have to find another way around though, isn't it? Yeah, now that I think about it. There's not a whole lot of things that we can use here that'll actually connect to that. Oh, we could kind of go Alienis right here. Yeah. Okay. Alienis is a potentiality. Potentiality. That is a new word. But But that connects to Tenebrae as well, and Tenebrae is one block over that way, so that's probably not going to help out, unfortunately, which really kind of sucks. There's got to be something else we can use here that has Wakwas inside. Let's just have a quick look around. We're already using that. So, play Contatio, saving the day. Okay, let's see if we can use this somehow. Yeah, so getting that to connect over to Ignis would actually be really nice. If I can somehow wire this around. Let's go ahead and swap these two over, is probably our best bet. If I do something like Luke's up the top, and then Ignis down. No, okay, we need Potentia. Okay, Potentia. Alright, so, crap. Wasting aspect all over the show. That's okay. Ignis. All the aspects that we've been using are fairly common. So that's those two. That's this whole thing connected together, which is very good. And then this guy is weak tools, so we can probably just go death. Is probably the fastest way. So weak tools, death, nice, simple. Let's pop that down and get some death. Easy. There we go. That's that tree kind of done and dusted. Very cool. And the one aspect used. I think there's only been one, one research since doing this new technique that I've had to cheat because I just couldn't think of a way to do it without, using one aspect, which is pretty cool. But we've got the new research note right here. The Hungry More. What was that flavor text on it? I did read it out, but I can't remember it. All mouth, no stomach. Hello. That appears to have unlocked something new. The Finical More. A more discerning palate. So that pretty much says right off the bat, this thing is like obsolete. That's one thing about it. It's like you can see we've got the greedy chest over here. But we seem to have these two chests over here that are probably better versions of this. So it's like, why would you use this, right? Because if there's something better. Anyway, the Hungry More. You've formulated a procedure that extracts the gluttonous drive of the hungry chest and binds it to a portable holes, which you can place on other containers. Any item that touches or passes close enough to a Hungry More will be placed into the inventory associated with the side of the block to which the More is attached. To begin, an obsidian block must be placed above a hungry chest. Up to 3 additional obsidian blocks may be placed next to the chest, but there's no benefit to having one below it. Finally, right-clicking on the block above the chest, using a wand that has a portable hole focus equipped, or right-click on the... Okay. So that's your shape right there. So you need the hungry chest with the 3 obsidian around it, obsidian on top, and the empty space block. That must be added by Thaumcraft or something. Kind of a cool block. I'd love to have one of those. Awesome texture. And a gold-banded greatwood wand with a... No, it's just a normal wand as long as you've got that focus equipped. Okay. 1 Hungry More is created for each obsidian block used. The chest and obsidian are consumed, and unfortunately, the wand and focus are not. Nice one. They'd kind of suck if they were consumed, because then I definitely would be using one of these junky little wands anyway, so that's kind of a nice little item. It basically... Oh no, wrong guy. So it seems like it's basically close enough to the Hungry More to be placed. More is attached. It makes it seem like it's some kind of little item. Okay. Yeah, that seems like it's going to actually be some kind of little item that's generated. Unfortunately, we're too far here into the episode to test this thing out, but I think it would be a good idea to start off next episode by just quickly having a look at what the Hungry More chest, or the Hungry More as an item can do. It sort of seems like it's going to be like the item grade, or basically just a hopper. It's Automagy's version of a hopper, by the sound of it. Well, yeah, that is going to be a pretty fun thing to try out next time. I just want to take the Inventarium at a kind of a nice slow pace. Sorry guys that I didn't get around to doing it. It's kind of the reason that there hasn't been a little bit of a video in a while. I just haven't wanted to work on the Inventarium just because it's a huge undertaking to get one of those things up and running, and I don't feel prepared to build it basically. So, and I wanted to make the next video about it, but unfortunately I don't want to make videos, but as I already said, so you basically got no videos, which kind of sucks. Just staring into the black void. Let's go ahead and enter happy mode. There we go. Happy mode. Hope that you guys are enjoying the series. Thank you very much for watching. Kia kaha, and I'll see you Oh, very fast. In the next video.